What's going on, beautiful people, and welcome back to Peace of Happiness 101. And today we have another phenomenal video for you guys.
Whenever we talk about relationships, one of the first things that usually comes to mind is love, right? Loving the person, being with the person. But sometimes realizing that the person never really loved you could actually make you think of one thing, and that one thing is breakup. And whenever we talk about breakup, there's never a win-win. Everybody loses. It is actually a very difficult thing to do, especially if you were the one loving the person more than they love you. So in today's video, we're gonna talk about some of the main reasons why breaking up with that person could actually be a blessing. The first reason we're going to talk about is happiness. Too many people are in relationships that they are not happy about. Yes, too many people in relationships that makes them miserable. Too many people in relationships, when you look at those people, you don't even see the life of the relationship. Yes, they smile. Yes, they dress up. Yes, they do regular couple things. But every time you look at them, you realize something's missing, or the relationship is basically killing them more than keeping them alive. And the main reason for that is because of the lack of happiness. Yes. Too many people in relationships, they're not happy. Maybe the person's been cheating. Maybe the person's been treating you wrong. But since you still love the person, you're trying to find the best way to cope with it. At some point, you're going to realize breaking up with that person could actually be the best thing ever. Because regardless of how people are going to think about it, if you are not happy in a relationship, there's no need to be in that relationship. If you try to fix it and things still can be fixed, there's no need for you to be in that relationship. If you find yourself being miserable in that relationship more than anything else, there's no need for you to keep hurting yourself to think that the person's gonna change. So yes, happiness is one of the first reasons that your breakup could actually be a blessing. The second reason is freedom. And by freedom, I don't mean that just because you're in a relationship, that automatically means you're in prison. No. If you are in a successful relationship, you find yourself enjoying the person. Everything about that relationship is going to be pleasant. Everything that you do is going to be filled with happiness. Everything that you do is going to be filled with love. So at this point, there's no need to even think about freedom because you are enjoying yourself. However, if we are talking about you being miserable, just like I mentioned earlier, there's no way for you to ever think about this relationship bringing you freedom. Every time you tell him that you want to do something, the first thing that comes to mind is no. He doesn't want you to go out. He doesn't want you to enjoy yourself. He doesn't want you to be yourself, basically, because everything that he says go. Or maybe you're dealing with a jealous person. Just because they don't trust you enough, regardless of whatever the reason is, they still don't think that you are capable of being yourself outside of that relationship. Getting in a relationship doesn't automatically mean that you have to forget the life that you had before that relationship. It means you're gonna add up to the amount of things that you already had in your life to the relationship that's gonna help you become something better than yourself. A relationship is never about putting everything in that relationship and then put yourself aside without doing anything with your personal self. Despite you being in a relationship, you also have to take care of yourself. You have your entire self to take care of. You need to take care of yourself. You need to keep yourself happy. You need to keep doing things that you used to do before this person even got in that relationship with you. But if you ever find yourself being in that prison, like I mentioned, there's no need to even be in that relationship. And breaking up, unfortunately, could actually be a blessing because at that point, you'll be able to find your freedom again. You'll be able to be you again because you no longer have that person in the back of your head telling you no all the time. So that's definitely something to think about. The third reason is new horizons, new opportunities. At that point, this is the time after that breakup, despite how it ended, you have to embrace everything that comes your way. Yes, you have to embrace everything that comes your way. By that, I mean doing all the things that you basically wanted to do, allowing good energy to come in, meeting up with new people, start dating again. By that, I mean allowing someone who really loves you to come into your life. Because if you are still in that bad relationship, there's no way you're gonna be open to let somebody in. It's gonna be difficult to even think about somebody else because of the pressure that you had to deal with from your relationship. By you being by yourself, not being in that relationship anymore, it gives you new opportunities. You're gonna meet new people, you're gonna hang out, you're gonna have fun, you're gonna be yourself completely, and you'll definitely have a better chance to find somebody who truly loves you. And I know sometimes it's very difficult to get out of a relationship, especially if you've invested time, energy, for you to have to convince yourself with that decision. I know it's gonna hurt, but what's gonna come probably gonna be better than what you have right now. And that's the reason why a breakup could actually be a blessing. The fourth reason that we can definitely think about is because the person was not worth it. The person was not worth it. Regardless of how we're trying to talk about it, regardless of how we're trying to describe it, the person was not worth it. Anytime you're with somebody, men or women, whatever the situation is, anytime you're with somebody but they're not taking care of you, they're not understanding the amount of love that you're providing to that relationship, they're not cherishing you as they should, they're not showing you that they are capable of loving you every day, this is not a relationship to invest your entire self into. Because one of the main reasons people get in relationship is because they want to be happy, they want to be able to enjoy themselves, they want to be able to try new things, become somebody's favorite person. And there's no way you should be with somebody who doesn't understand your worth. The person was never worth it from the beginning of the relationship, and that's basically one of the main reasons why breaking up with that person was the best decision ever. These are some of the many reasons that breaking up with someone could actually be a blessing. And trust me, I know it's difficult, especially if you've been with the person for the longest, especially if you've invested more time into the person, more love, more energy into the person. But sometimes it's gonna take you to be in a better relationship to understand how miserable you are. Sometimes it's gonna take you to be in a better relationship where somebody is treating you better to understand how miserable you were. Sometimes it's gonna take you to be next to someone who truly loves you to understand your level of freedom. And sometimes allowing yourself to believe that the position that you're in is not exactly where you're supposed to be is definitely the best way to move forward. Happy holidays to you and yours. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video to the fullest. I hope it was as informative from me to you. If I've missed something within the process, let me know if there's more ideas to share in the comments below. And for those of you who've been with us from the get-go, guys, I really appreciate your support. I really appreciate everything that you do to support the channel. If you are new to the channel, feel free to look around. If you happen to see something that you like, do not forget to subscribe. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Peace.